did move to Michigan at one point, or lived in Michigan at one point, or?
Yeah, we moved up to Michigan for him to go to college, and then that was actually my first job as an EMT. We lived up there for what, like 6 months until
6 months. We lived up for the first semester of 2021-22 school year.
Yeah, of your
And then I
college.
transferred mid-year to Alvernia, which is it's a little like a little like 2,500 kid school in like suburban Reading, Pennsylvania. It's like 3.5 hours away, so
Yeah.
a lot closer to home. I like it. I like it a lot better.
not a lot of snow. We were getting a foot of snow in
Oh.
Houghton every single day.
Of snow.
A ton of stuff.
I'm not even lying. Yeah, like it was insane.
And it's not an exaggeration either. Like
Yeah.
it was insane. It was kind of cool though because we got to skate like on like it was so different up there. You could just walk onto a rink outside and just skate on it, like just frozen water.
The lake
That's how cold
was
it was.
frozen. The entire lake. That's how cold
You
it
could
was.
walk on what, Lake Superior? Is that
Yeah,
what it is?
Lake Superior.
You could
We
just
were
walk on it.
walking.
You could just walk on
I'm-
it.
We're just walking.
We
We
were
were just
just
walking
walking
on
on
it.
Lake Superior.
We have a video
Yeah.
to show you after the podcast. It was insane. Like,
Insane. Yeah, crazy.
that part was really cool.
Yeah.
Cool on all that snow.
Yeah. We don't even like snow. Like,
That's what I'm saying,
like what?
Like, I don't want to move to I don't want to experience winter in like the next 10. Like I'm moving to Florida, kind of like somewhere.
Yeah.
I don't need that season at all.
No.
Like, bro, that shit is ass.
No, yeah, it is
I
definitely.
was just like for that 6-month period, like was it did you have to haul anything from the business up there, or like how did you
Well,
manage that little transition at all?
The business started up there, so we didn't really have any. We didn't have any capital up there.
It started,
we
up,
started
there,
up there.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
So we didn't start it in the summer of in Pittsburgh. Like we were sitting in our apartment one day, and you had all the ideas.
Yeah, I told my mom about the cricket, and
Yeah, what is that? Because I
Yeah.
think like a phone company. Like
No.
I
the
know.
cellular phone company cricket.
Yeah, no,
But it's a machine.
it's a machine.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, so it's spelled CRICUT. People call it cricket. I've heard Cricut. I just call it cricket. It's a lot easier. But yeah, we have 2 of those machines right now, and then we also have what's similar
Cameo.
to a cricket is a Cameo, a Silhouette. It's already programmed. You have like a whole. It's called Cricut Design, and that's where we put all of our designs, and then we transfer it over, and the machine does it itself. It scans lines, and it's like, oh, okay, let's cut this. Yeah.
Think of you ever seen like an X-Acto knife?
Yes.
Like it's basically an X-Acto knife with attached to a machine, and it cuts out complicated. Like that would be really hard to do by hand.
Right, for sure.
You just have a machine do it because the machine's way better. So it's exact cutting and it's perfect.
Cut the exact.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like we do actually I think we do exclusively die cut stickers.
Yeah, we're
So-
we're trying. You know what a kiss cut is? You know, like sticker sheets.
Like something like this.
That's a die cut.
So that's a die cut. So like it would literally just be a sheet, and you could just peel it off, and the back is still there. Like it's just like, but that's a kiss cut, and we haven't really figured that out yet. But
die cut's
yeah.
probably the most common, and that's what most people want anyways because
Right.
it looks the nicest.
So you're throwing all these terms at me. When did you learn? How was jumping into that world of learning all these terms and all these machines and what they do? What was that process? Was it all research?
I'm not gonna lie, she figured out most of it.
yeah,
So it was honestly mostly her because I was playing hockey and I had school at the time. And it was all you really.
yeah. I mean, like I said before, like YouTube. YouTube is the best thing ever. Huge resource.
It's like media Google.
Yeah.
You just type in what you need to know.
Yeah, no, it's great. And I just watched a ton of videos at night, at work, literally 24/7, and that's how I figured it out. Now it's just kind of letting him know hey, yeah, this is like a die cut, kiss cut. And I was like, make my own dictionary for it.
And I was like,
but-
what are you talking about?
Yeah, he was like, what?
Y'all are mad. Even Samantha's you specifically 12-hour shifts crazy. And I know this field of EMT is nuts. What? So when did you have time, if any, for yourself to just live life? Were you just fuck it, I'm just gonna hone in on this work, hone on this work. What was that?
I mean, I just kind of grind.
Yeah,
I just,
yeah.
you have to. But like I said, the business is to me, it feels more of a hobby than a business. We are making money off of it, but I have so much fun doing it. So it kind of is already my life. And we take time out of our day to go to the gym, which we both love to do. And
We go to the
Go
gym
outside.
real late at night.
yeah, we go
That's
late at
when we
night.
try to hit it up.
Yeah, we're big night birds. So like most of the time it's
Oh, yeah.
us hanging out at night, and during the day it's work.
Like we'll be making stickers at like 1 a.m, bro. Like
Yeah.
And, like-
It's a vibe though, because I mean, like,
Exactly.
you guys, like, enjoy each other's company.
Oh no, yeah, exactly. But like even like working as an EMT, I don't even see that as work. Like I love what I do.
Okay.
So I'm making money from it, but like it's just I love what I do, so I don't mind it.
And that's like what? So it's like even like apart from like the stickers, it's like what about being an EMT, like because that just having that as a career is like nuts. Like what drove you to that? Like to be like what, I think I want to do that.
I grew up wanting to go to nursing school, and I went to Robert Morris University.
yeah.
My freshman year, right after high school, and I went into nursing school. And then COVID hit, and I'm not an online learner at all. So I went to like a smaller campus area specifically for nursing, but I went during COVID times. And again, I'm not an online learner. Like I have to be in the hospital doing things, and we were not in the hospital. So unfortunately, I did fail one of my classes, and I was like, at a time, like I felt like I just didn't know what to do. So his sister, we were sitting at his house,
Yeah.
and his sister was like, "Why don't you go to EMT school?" And I was like, "That's a really good idea." And everything was like in the classroom. Nothing was online. Like obviously we were wearing masks and like social distancing and stuff like that. But yeah, I went to EMT school. Turned out I loved it. Got my first job as an EMT, and I love my job.
real quick,
Love it.
she's one of the most empathetic, caring souls I think on the planet. I swear to God. Like I've never met anybody else that like actually legitimately cares about people as much as she does. Because just look at her line of work. She has to be empathetic. She has to have that sort of drive to help people, and like that you just got that. Like me, I always joke with her. I couldn't do her job because like she's like what you were tackling patients and stuff, and like if somebody said something smart to me, I'd be like, all right, I'm not helping you. Like you're dying, and and that sounds horrible, right? That sounds horrible. But it ain't like that. It ain't like that. But like I'm just I don't have that empathy within me, and like that's a gift.
Super cute, and I just like a visual one thing I heard what you just said. This is a demon, okay? He didn't go with his little
The older brother comes in. The older brother.
So like, that's cute.
Hey, do you stay over there, okay? Do your music thing.
Album and shit. Nah, I mean, that's real beautiful. Like even going back to you, like so are you still in school currently?
Oh yeah. I'm attending Alvernia right now.
Okay, gotcha.
So we couldn't come home last weekend for Easter, so we came home this week and just celebrated it then. Had a nice little breakfast this morning over at your house with your mom. But yeah, I'm still currently attending Alvernia, and I'm a finance major. I'm thinking about dual major in like finance and accounting. So by the end of it, I'm either gonna be playing hockey or I'm gonna have a finance and accounting degree. So it's kind of a win-win.
Yeah, no, I feel you.
So-
How long have you been playing hockey? Like was that like your only sport?
My whole life.
Whole life? Okay.
Yeah, it's actually funny. I'm not. There's a lot of other sports. Like if you've seen me play basketball, you'd be like, this kid is not an athlete. Like this kid is horrible. Like I'm bad at like every other sport except like maybe spike ball. I'm just a hockey player. Oh, it's fun. It's so fun. But still fun, right? Still fun. Have a good time.
Yeah, exactly.
But no, I played hockey my whole life, and that was just that. I think that was part of the reason why I was kind of always straight edge, and obviously I met her, and like we influenced each other. Like we've never done any like drugs or like I don't drink. Like I'm legal age now, but like I never was in the scene like that because it's like, hey Lucas, what are you doing this weekend? It's like, oh, I'm going to a hockey tournament. It's like, what do you do next week? It's like, oh, I'm playing hockey. You know what I mean? It's like, so that was just my whole childhood. And I wouldn't trade it in for anything. Like that was my whole life, and I loved it.
And I feel like it was for me too. Like people are like, "Oh, what are you doing this weekend, Sam?" I'm like, "I'm going to Lucas's hockey
Going to Lucas
game."
hockey game, like so. It's like she'd be watching me, and you guys love watching me play, or so I'm told.
Yeah, we do.
Sometimes I'll drag you to some ice rinks, and you don't want to be there sometimes. But no, it's great, and like it just kept me on the right path of just just being straight edge and doing my thing, and I loved it. I love like hockey. I love playing hockey, man. I'm truly blessed to be able to even just keep playing. Like I'm 21 now. A lot of kids just they either quit or they just can't play anymore. Injuries and stuff. Like I know so many of my friends that are hurt or they quit, and it's like kind of sad sometimes because like I want to play as long as I can, because I can only play hockey till like say I had an illustrious career, I can only play for like maybe 10 years, and that's max. So like like
Why is that the case?
your body just breaks down. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not gonna be like Jaromir Jagr. Like he's still playing. He's like almost 50 years old. That's an anomaly. That's an anomaly, man. Like yeah, he's in his mid 40s and he's still playing. Granted, he's one of the greatest of all time. And like I'm nowhere close to that, obviously. But I always operated under the assumption that I'm gonna try and play this as long as I can, and when I can, I can, and then I'll move into whatever we got to do next, which is probably our business. So, and we're already doing that right now.
You ever get any scraps?
One. Yeah. No, did not win. Did not win the fight. It wasn't in a game, so I have 0 in-game fights.
That's crazy how that's a stat in hockey.
Yeah, I have no
Isn't
fights.
it?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
weird. Yeah.
It was actually at a tryout, and obviously.
He's like, yo, I don't like your skates. What's up?
But no, it was at a tryout, and like you're trying to make the team, so you want to be tough and you want to like score goals, and like I wasn't scoring goals, and I wasn't feeling it that night, and I was like, some kid just buried me, like just demolished me, and I gave him one on the back of the legs. He turns around, he's like, "You want to fucking go?" And I'm like, "Yeah, fuck it, let's go." So next shift, I'm sitting on the bench, and I made sure that he was the next one out, like because. A lot of times you gotta talk about it, like because if a guy doesn't want to fight, you can't just start wailing on him, you know what I mean, or else you're gonna bring a whole crowd of people.
I actually don't want to.
I was sitting on the bench and I was peering over and I was making sure he was going, and he was dude. I'm such an idiot because he was like a foot taller than me, and I'm going over there like I always pick fights with the bigger guys for some reason. I'm like I said, I'm stupid. And I'm sitting on the bench, and I'm looking over there, and the coach behind the bench, like, or maybe it was one of the kids. He goes, "You ever fucking fought before?" And I'm like, "Nope." And he's like, oh, "Fuck, all right, good luck." So I hop over the bench for my next shift. He goes over the bench too, and I go over. I give him a cross check. I skate. Like whenever you're trying to fight, like, you're not trying to play the game, bro. I'm totally leaving my defensive responsibilities. I'm like, I go up, give him one, give him a shot. We look at each other, no words, drop the gloves. And I kind of hold my own a little bit. I might have gotten one punch in, and then I knocked him down. He got back up and then just wailed on me. And then I fell down and fight's over.
The whole act of even fighting on ice.
That is
Just attached.
insane.
Like, that's so crazy.
Trust me, I'm not a tough guy by any means.
But it's just like, I've definitely like seen, and it's impressive. Like, that's really like the only sport I respect to the degree of like, yo, if someone has an issue, y'all could get it in right there.
We figured out.
There's no like teams pushing and coaches. Yeah, it's like,
Right.
yo, no, it's him. I want
Right. It's like the grittiest
Yeah.
sport ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, bro.
Yeah.
I was
Crazy.
I was like a sneaky hockey fan for a little bit when the Capitals won the.
Oh.
I was like, yeah, hockey, fuck yeah! Like, the parade, wow. That's my parade. It was definitely dope. All right, so when y'all were, making this shit, building this shit, like, what was like an aspect you thought was gonna be less challenging, but then like ended up being like, okay, damn, I didn't really put too much thought in like that aspect, like trying to grow up,
Honestly, just like in a way, it was everything. Like you look at these videos and these girls were like making these stickers, like, oh, that's easy. Like I can do that.
Yeah.
Or like even the drawing part, like making that minimalist sticker. Yes, I'm tracing the picture, but like for people who have tattoos or if they have something on their clothing, like I freehand that.
Wow.
Yeah.
I tried to trace a couple pictures, and she was like, immediately no. She goes, I've seen what I've needed to see, and I'm not doing it. Immediately no. That's what she said.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that was yeah, definitely, yeah. He cannot
I said I'm horrible. I have no artistic eye at all, and
But
that's all her.
Yeah, that was definitely the part where I was like, oh, it looks easy, but it's really not. It's just it takes a lot of time and work and dedication, and we're doing it, you know. So like, it's definitely doable, but it's not easy.
Yeah.
But
What about, for you with digital stone, like what was like an aspect that you thought was,
Like about the business, like what's
yeah,
what's
like
fun run about it?
business or, just like entering this, whole entrepreneurship world?
Yeah, well, I mean, part of the reason I mentioned I wanted to do a dual major of finance and accounting. Part of the reason I wanted to pick up accounting is because I wanted to learn the business aspect of it. So I want to run the numbers. I want to I want to make the spreadsheets. I want to do that part. That's the part that I find interesting to me, which is kind of weird, right? Because it's a little boring. But I like making the stickers as well. I think that's fun because I sat down. We have a trade show coming up May 7th, back in Reading. It's for the Humane Society. They're doing a walk for the animals, so we're gonna be one of the vendors there. And I just had a blast just sitting in my apartment. Season's over, nothing else to do, and I'm just listening to your podcast and making stickers. Like you know what I mean. So it's just it's you kind of get in that Zen moment.
well, I think it was also definitely like the system that we use. Like we looked at, it and we're like, oh, this is super easy. We just have to import the pictures and then print them and like cut them. Like that's fine. It literally took us so long to figure out like what works and what doesn't. Like their system, I'm not a fan of Cricut's like Cricut design system, but it's slow. There's a lot of flaws to it.
There's not a lot of features either.
Yeah, there's not. Like it's not like if you want to do like a font on a Word, like it's just impossible. Like I have to do everything on a separate thing on my iPad. It's crazy. It's just impossible.
It's like not like user friendly, pretty much. Like,
That's user friendly. It's just I think if you want to do something a little bit more complicated,
Yeah.
it's probably not the way to go. But simple stuff like this, like it's perfect. Like it's great.
Yeah, but we have to use it because that's part of the machine. So, but whatever.
when did you guys start going to trade shows and like is the one coming up your first one?
That's our first one.
Wow. Okay. So like, what made you want to do it? Like, just kind of get the word out there.
I think that's like the biggest thing that like for crafters to do is do vendor shows and then see what people like, what they're gonna buy. I'm excited. I'm a little nervous to see like what sells, and if nothing sells, then it's like that's fine. Take a step back. We're gonna figure something out and put different content on.
I'd actually rather sell nothing, so that way we can figure out what doesn't work.
I mean, I don't
try something
want to
else.
do that. That's a lot of
You know what? Maybe that's a bad idea. Actually, probably the wrong attitude to go.
yeah. But no, you did the whole finance thing for like how many stickers we have.
It was
and-
no, it wasn't very hard. You're just kind of crunching the numbers and stuff. But like, I get excited whenever I make like a nice looking spreadsheet, and I'm trying to explain to her, and she's not interested in it at all.
I'm like, oh, yeah.
here's the numbers. We could potentially profit this and that, and she's like,
I'm like
great.
eating food. I'm like, oh yeah.
doesn't even look at the computer. She's like eating cereal. She's like, yeah, that's great. That's just. Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, you do you. Go ahead. Yeah.
That's very funny. So I mean, like, I even feel like for the vendor shows, like just the network, finding other people that
Yeah.
you know what I mean, that you can just build relationships with,
Collab, yeah.
Yeah, would you ever collab with anything? Like, what would you collab with? Like,
There's so many. There's a tattoo artist on Instagram that I don't even know his handle, to be honest with you. But we really, anybody that draws cool art, like I want to make a sticker out of it. That's me personally. But
I guess it wouldn't technically be a collab. It would just be people like getting a wholesale sticker order from us, and then they use it for like their company or whatever. I don't know. I guess it wouldn't be a collab per se. Maybe not. I don't know.
like I would collab like if there's any like like clothing brands or any like
Yeah, that's
companies
true.
that manufacture this stuff. Like I'll go to you. It's like, say you're a plumber. I would want to walk up to you and be like, oh, you got a pretty nice logo. You want stickers to give to your customers? That's kind of the market we want to corner, like business to business sales instead of straight to consumer. To make like straight up like wholesale numbers. Like, cause wholesale you sell, like we sold stickers to the old university that I went back to, Finlandia, up in the UP. I was speaking with the president of the university's wife.
Yeah, his wife.
Right. And I mentioned that we had a sticker business, and she goes, "Oh, stickers! I could use stickers. I would I would really like this. I want to give them to the freshmen." And I'm like, oh, cool. How many? I'm thinking she's going to order like 5 or like, just for the office. And she goes, 150. And I looked and I was like, oh my God. Like I called you immediately. I was like, Samantha, you got to get on the phone right now.
Yeah, I actually answered and I was at work and I was like, you're joking, right? Like we can do it, but like, are you serious?
We were like, absolutely. Like we were so excited. And like that feeling that we get from being excited about it, it's like chasing a high.
Yeah, that is, bro. For real. So, was that like the first book order you guys had done?
That was the first one.
That was our first wholesale order, which like,
You like crank that out, bro. 150.
So it was 150 custom stickers. So we had to customize each individual one, and we had to. So it was a name, and it was. So do you know what Clifton Strengths is? So it's like a aptitude test or something that you take your freshman year of college. At least that's what they did at Finlandia, and we took this test, and it'll return to you your 5 strengths. I guess I think it's like talking about like some sort of personality matrix or something like that.
What's that test, man? They're like INJ, like.
I
was like
know
a
what you're
personality
talking
test.
about. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
like that. Yeah.
So it's just like a personality test, and it returns 5 values that are part of your personality. So like empathetic would be one of them, for example. So she gave us 150 custom. She gave us names, and she gave us the 5 strengths. So we
And
had to
color
customize
coordinated.
and color coordinate the 5 strengths as well. So we had to customize everybody's name and their 5 strengths, each individual one, and it was fun.
That probably took us like, I'd say a month. Maybe even less than that. We really grinded those out because
If-
we were like, we need to get this done beforehand, just so we get like, like she comes back and gets more stickers because she knows we'll get them done quick.
She did actually.
She
came back
did,
and
yeah.
ordered
She
more.
actually did make another order, not
was-
for that many, but
It was only 29.
yeah. But still, like we now have her to be like, oh, if you need stickers, like come to us, like wholesale.
If she wasn't working and I wasn't doing school in hockey, we could have like banged it out a lot faster.
Yeah, sure.
But the reason it took us a month is because like, okay, we can only make like a couple tonight, and then I got to go to bed. It's 2 a.m. Like I got school tomorrow, or I got to work tomorrow.
And we up at like 5 a.m. It's like 2 a.m. Like, great. Yeah.
So, all right, like, what advice, if you had any to give, like, would you, just impart on anyone trying to become an entrepreneur now, try to get into, not only like the sticker business, but just like business in general, like nowadays, like, what would you?
I would say a big thing is have a set goal. Like know where you want to go with your business and don't stop. Like just keep grinding, and if you have a partner, make sure you communicate and just like constantly work to do what you want to do and never give up. Like even if you do give up, it's like keep going. Like you have to pick it back up at some point,
It's just, I think it's just, the biggest thing for me is like, just do it. like, and I know that sounds shitty, but like, things are general advice for a reason, because a lot of the times, cliches are cliches for a reason.
Yeah.
So it's cliche, but it's like, it's because you just got to do it. Like, how'd you start this podcast? Like, you just do it, man.
Facts.
Just do it. Like, buy the lights, buy the camera, buy the, the microphones, like everything. It's like, and obviously, you want to have some sort of income, so you want to stick with your day job or do something that brings money in the door, because that's ultimately what you need to do, right? But I don't know, man. I'm a 21-year-old college student.
I mean,
I
bro.
shouldn't be giving advice
We
on
don't
it.
have it figured
fuck
out
the-
yet.
I
no,
shouldn't
no,
be
no.
giving
We're
advice.
not. Yeah.
You mind if I hit the bathroom real quick?
Oh no, please do. I mean, we're coming up on an hour here. I was just gonna have you guys like plug, your page, or just say what you got coming up, like the vendor show, where it's at.
Yeah, we have the vendor show. It's for the Humane Society. We actually had someone reach out to us.
Okay, dope.
We didn't even go and out look for it, but she reached out to us. She emailed us at a couple of stickers at gmail.com.
Yeah.
And it's in Reading, PA. It said that there's going to be close to, I'd say 3,000 people, which it's not a very big vendor show, but it's big enough for us to get our product out there, get our name out there, and just kind of vibe with it. Like I said, even if we don't sell anything, that's fine. Restart,
Facts.
keep going.
Real shit.
But
But all right,
Yeah.
yo. Lucas obviously in the bathroom. I'm here with Samantha, man. Add a couple of stickers. Is your Instagram right?
yep.
Okay,
couple
yeah.
of stickers.
A couple of stickers. So you guys just posting like merch on there, or just like when just like a different
Yeah, we have
stickers.
Yeah, we have all of our stickers on there. We actually have the link to our Etsy in
Dope.
the bio. And like I said, email is the same, a couple of stickers at gmail.com, and that's about the same for everything else.
I
So.
feel that. All right. Well, shit. MIC episode 40 something.
Yeah.
44. All right. Yeah. No,
figured it
44.
out.
But all right, y'all. Thanks for coming, Samantha Lucas.
Yeah,
Appreciate
thank
y'all
you.
stopping by, man. It was dope, man. What we got? What's up? Oh, yep, of course. Gotta plug the shirts. So these are our MIC community shirts, and these will be funding our next community project, which is providing local kids school supplies for the upcoming school year. We have not officially announced them yet, but we will soon, and then we will also post them on our website as well. So check that out. I mean, look at the stitching. You see it. Look at that.
10 out of 10 recommend. It's a
Champ
great
Quality.
workout
the
shirt.
logo. You
Quality.
feel me?
Yeah.
You wear it, work it out.
I do wear it, yeah.
Yeah,
no,
It-
that's
that's
I
a
like
good look.
using it, yeah.
That's like a just like going out.
Oh, I do that too.
Yeah, I
what
mean
is it,
it's
Champion, right?
versatile, man. It's a
Yeah.
versatile piece of
Exactly.
clothing. I
Exactly,
mean,
yeah.
and these are not paid actors, so
Or, yeah.
you feel me?
Michael's paying me.
All right, y'all, man. I'm Toby King. Peace. Oh, that's wild on cats. That's wild, bro.